Now it's time for me to go ahead and talk about my thing, man. Hey, the Lions wide receiver room was empty at the end of the Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn era.
Wait.
When the Lions took over, when Brad Holmes took over as GM, there was only one wide receiver that was signed on the roster. That was Quintez Cephas. Now the Lions wide receiver room is crowded as hell. And it's only going to get more crowded because guess what? Quintez Cephas is coming back from injury. His clock has started. So who stays and who goes? DJ Chark signed a 1-year deal with Detroit last year for $10 million. Josh Reynolds signed a 2-year deal, and he's set to make $4 million in 2023. Chark has been establishing himself as a deep threat all the last couple of games. And not just that, in the middle of the field as well. He's made a lot of catches over the middle on these last couple of games, man. He's just been establishing himself as a good wide receiver. He's healthy. Same with Josh Reynolds. Both these guys were kind of like hurt in that middle of the season when we didn't had dudes coming out of off the Amazon truck and playing wide receiver for the Lions, man. And we just had some guys that's, hey man, can you run a route? And that's one of those things. Now these guys are healthy. Going down the stretch. You got Reynolds, man. You know what he is. He's the whoopee. He's the safety blanket for Jared Goff, man. But one thing I want to say this about Reynolds. That dude's a smooth ass route runner. He's clean in you can't really tell what he's going to do in his route.
What do you call him? The serpent of death or something like that? Yeah, the
serpent of death. The Dan Campbell call him the praying mantis, whatever they call him. That dude's a pretty smooth route runner. And you really can't, at the top of his routes, it's kind of hard to see what he's going to do. And he makes sure he gets open. That's one thing. He has a knack for getting open. Now, here's where the problem is going to lie. The young fella is in the building. Jameson Williams has made himself known, man. And one thing I would tell you, I didn't see it when I watched the telecast, but on that Justin Jackson touchdown run, the block that sprung Jackson was from Williams. He took out Josh Metellus. Yeah, I mean, he cleaned him out. So we got a player in Williams. So you look at this, right? With Williams, and then I haven't even talked about Khalif Raymond signing a 2-year deal. He's under contract next year as well. So you have this really loaded Lions wide receiver room. Williams is going to push somebody out the way. Is it going to be Chark? Is it going to be Williams? Because Chark is your down-the-field threat. But who the hell is faster on our team than Jameson Williams? Nobody. Not a nan nutter. So who's pushed out? Is it going to be DJ Chark or is it going to be Josh Reynolds? Because I will say this, Chark may have earned himself another contract if he keeps playing this way down the stretch of the season. But are the Lions willing to pay him another $10 million or $11 million next year with the salary cap going up? So I think it's going to be DJ Chark. I don't think he's going to be here next year. With all his good play and to be able to stretch the ability to stretch the field, I think even Jameson Williams will be able to stretch the field even further than a DJ Chark. All right, so what do you guys think, man? Which one will stay? Which one will go? I think it's DJ Chark is going to be gone, but you guys let me know.
I'm with you. I think DJ Chark stopped here for his pit stop to rejuvenate his career. Josh Reynolds is the whoopee, man. Jared Goff ain't let him go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like a kid and his blankie. Jared ain't letting him go, man. But you know what? It is a possibility that we keep both. You know, with the salary cap going up, I don't know, how much money they're gonna have in their cap exactly, but DJ Chark might stick around. I mean, somebody might offer him a deal, which I'm more than sure that somebody gonna offer him, about 14, 15 million a year. But they might keep both. But if they had to choose one, they're gonna keep Josh Reynolds, man. They keeping Jared Goff's Woody, man. They Goff like if Reynolds ain't playing, I ain't playing. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it, I'm like, to me, it just makes sense for it to be Chark, just because of the fact that him and Jameson Williams are such similar type of players. So, but what you got, LL?
I'm gonna say both. We're gonna keep both because they both is cheap. We can. I feel like Josh Reynolds will stay here, and we could pay him decently, and still not break the bank.
Well, he's under contract next season. He's making.
Oh, well, we ain't got to worry about it then.
Yeah.
But and then
with Chark.
But with Chark, if I remember, I think we talked about it on this show before. But it's like his contract was like, if we let go of him, it's a 1-year deal, but we could keep him for up to 3 years, up to 12 million or something like that, or like 10 point something or other. So it becomes like if we decide to keep him, it becomes like a 3-year, $10 million deal or something like that, right? So I feel like we gonna keep them both, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not remembering, if I'm not misremembering that, but we gonna keep them both, even if it wasn't that. I feel like we keep them both.
I think the second year was optional, was the team option, I do believe.
It was, basically what it is that if we cut him this year, it will be a $10 million deal. It's a voidable contract for the next 2 seasons. So if we keep him this year, right? If we keep him next year, he gets a prorated bonus of $2 million, right at $3 million, and his cap number next year will be around $6 million. So basically, if we'd have cut him this year, it'd have been a $10 million deal. So basically, we got him next year for about $6 million.
Oh, yeah, we keeping him.
We're keeping them both.
Think so?
That's we ride with 6 next year, unless they draft one and try to work him in there. But we ain't even say St. Brown, but you got St. Brown.
Well, St. Brown is the number 1 receiver,
right? And this is me in no particular order, but St. Brown, Williams, Reynolds, Chark, Cephas, and Raymond, and all of them have produced this year except for Cephas because he ain't really got a shot. But keep them on. Why not?
Okay. All right. Hey, I feel you. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, man, to go from your cup was 3/4 empty to now is overflowing with wide receivers, man, and it just brings me so much joy to see that, man, for our wide receiver room. Hey, just hear the rest of this conversation and hear what my man Coach Jonah LL had to say about this topic. Go ahead and tune into the full version of today's Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions of the Prowl.